Welcome back to another video, and in this video we're gonna have a look to this dowel jig from Jesse. Now let's have a closer look to this jig. This is a dowel jig from Jesse, and it comes, or you can order it with those accessories. 6mm dowels. Most of the time I will be using 8mm dowels. In this video I will go over all the options. And everything remains exactly the same with these ones, so I'm gonna put those to the side and let's just work with 8mm in this video. It has some notches here, and on this thing there are pins, and they have made engravings here which have 2mm steps, 6, 8, 10 and so on until 98mm. That is to start with. There is here also an engraving that says 50mm to the center line. So that goes from the center of your dowel towards this edge. I'm gonna explain that why you need this. Here in the middle is also a center line. So if you're gonna lay out lines, you can use this with lining up. And then you know that this one is exactly lining up here, 50mm lining up there. So some small things. If you want to change your dowel jig, then you need to unscrew those, take this one out, put the other one in, and then you have your other option. Now let's have a look what can you do with this thing. Now we're gonna do two joints. One will come here, so in the middle, and one will come on the edge. The jig will come with this pin. This is an 8mm pin. This pin really comes into play when you're gonna lay out your dowels. It also comes with a drill bit and a stop block. Now I made this small jig, and it's super simple. Basically what it says is, if you work on an edge, so if you work like so, you can't drill the half of the dowel in this part. So you have to go deeper in this part instead of that part. Therefore I have my half dowel, so I'm gonna put my drill in there, then you can screw it up, take it back out, and then you have your half dowel for this jig. And we're gonna do these first, so the shallow first. So we're gonna put them in here like so, stop block, and your drill is ready to go in there. So I said that it has 2mm stops. This board is 80mm, so 9mm, that's not gonna work. That doesn't really matter, because you're gonna use this as a reference from the side as well on the other part of your joint. So I'm gonna set it on 8mm. That will do for now. This pin, you can put it in this hole, and then you can't take this one because your stop block will interfere your this pin. So you can't take this one, you have to take that one. So one step further, if that's an issue, you can also use the side of your jig as a reference. So you can clamp it down now, use the side of your jig as a reference, and that will do as well. I'm gonna use this pin. I'm gonna clamp it down on my workpiece, and now it's ready to do my first dowel. Put the pin back, like so, back in place, and then I take the other one. Alright. Now it's set up for the deeper version for my other part. Now the second part I edited in my vise. I'm gonna use the same trick here. This will be my face side. So if that will be a face side, you have to flip it around, because this is the outside of your joint. So face side of your board needs towards this. Put my pin in on the side board like so, and then remember I used the second hole because you can't use that one. Alright, so as you can see, really nice, good solid joint, easy as that. So a corner joint works just like that, easy. Now let's go for a middle joint. Do the exact same thing as what we did before. So I'm just gonna drill 2 holes like so. Now, this will be another option if you don't have the opportunity to lay that jig flat on your surface, or I don't know, anything like that. You just take 2 dowel pinchers, so there's a center pin right over there, line here, and now I'm gonna use these dowel pinchers to line that up with this line. So I'm gonna line up my board with my pencil line as good as possible, line it up with the side of my joint, and then basically just or give it a squeeze or do this, and then you have really tiny small pins over there. You can drill that out by hand or use a drill guide, but for this occasion I'm going to use the jig because I can lay it flat on my surface. So I'm going to unscrew the thumb screw, I'm going to lay it on my workpiece, and now there's one thing that you need to keep in mind. In the beginning of the video I told you there's a 50mm from here to the center of your dowel. So what we need to do, if this will be the center of your board, yeah, so depending on your layout work, this is the center of my board, then I need to add another 50mm to the side, make that square, and then it's quite easy. It's basically lay your jig against your square, and then you can use your reference pin. Where is it? Here. You use your reference pin as well, because you did that on your board as well, and then you just drill that hole. Now I forgot to change the depth of my stop block, but I think this is deep enough. It doesn't go completely through. Added some dowels in here, and then it's basically straightforward. There you have it. Super solid joint. So you can use or this, and if you can't use this, you can use those. Now let's do another example of a dowel jig on a longer board. This I made with the pin from the side. There is another option that holds this jig to use it as a reference. What do I mean by that? Imagine that I have dowels in a board like this, and they aren't, so I didn't use the pin from the side. So it can be in the middle from a really big board as well. Then this is exact 8mm. In this case, this is 6mm. So this is a snug fit 8mm. So if you got a really long board lined up with your piece where you want to joint the two, then you can use this to line it up as well. Now I don't have a really big long board to use that as a demo, so to give you an idea, it's gonna be something like this. So this is my board, longer, and I want to have this here without using the pin. Lay your board where you want to have it, the center of your board. Imagine, okay, this is my center line, hold it nice flush here. Then you're gonna add 50mm. Obviously that's gonna be, no, it's not a big deal. 50mm to the side or that side. Instead of clamping a square here, which I did with those ones, now I have to use my board that I will going to join to my other board. Have it nice flush and even, like so. This can be way bigger as long this is nice and flush. Take your jig, put it over your dowel, and then you're gonna drill this hole. So this here centers up with that one, and then you just take your drill like so. Do the same thing here. And then you have it connected to your board. So it works a little bit different. You have to keep in mind you have to work with your center line of your jig and the center line of your board. So if you have a longer board, so for example over this whole length, you can do the same thing. Just line this up, make sure it is snug fit to your reference here, so it doesn't do this. So push it against your edge, drill it, and then repeat it until you have them done all evenly. And that is basically another method that you can use with all of those three holders. Option number one was the pinches. So you pinch them, you drill them without using the jig. Option number two is you use the jig and then you make an offset of 50 millimeters. Option number three is you're gonna line up your board square with your reference 50 millimeters away from your reference line. Use your jig to line up your dowel with your drill, with your hole, which you're gonna drill. So three options to do that on a flat surface. So you can do really big boards, long panels with this thing as well. Alright, now let's have a look to an angle joint. This is a 45, it could be this, it could be that. Basically the same thing. Keep in mind, if you're gonna drill your dowel, you're not gonna drill it here, or so you're gonna drill completely through. So you have to, if, for example, if this will be like so, you have to be really deep in your joint. Add as much dowels as possible if the strength is needed. So I'm gonna put one dowel in here, and I will use the same depth of cutting, of drilling, in this one and that one. So I'm gonna take my small thingy, unscrew my depth stop, put it back in place, like so, and then I have the middle of my dowel. So if you're not gonna use this pin as a reference from the edge, you can also use this here, which is the center line of your middle dowel. So for example, you're gonna mark off a line here completely down, because you have to be all the way down. So you want to have a dowel here, then you can line it up with this center line here. That's also an option, but you're gonna work from here, or you don't have to look down. So what I do, if possible, I'm gonna use this from the edge as a reference. Put my dowel in the middle, so 10 millimeters, because this is 20 mil thick, and then clamp it on my workpiece. I'm gonna put the pin on the other side, put it against the edge, clamp it on my workpiece, and drill the last dowel. This one, not the last. Alright, now let's add a dowel in place, put it together, and see how it will fit. This is really tight. Nice, even, so it sits flush. It really works great with this miter cut. So the last thing that we didn't cover is, if you want to join this together, you set out a line and you're going to use that line with this center line. So for example, if I want to join this together, setting out a line there, then I'm going to use face side, and then I'm going to use that line with my center line, like so, and then take it over the center line, drill your dowel in place there, do the same thing there, and you can connect it together. This is just flat boards together. That works really good as well with this jig. So this was my video about this Jesse Doweling Jig. If you are looking for a doweling jig, this is definitely a really good one. You can purchase the 10mm and the 6mm holders. It comes all completely with the pin and the drill and the stop block. It gives you really accurate joints, so you can work accurately, do a lot of things, and it's a jointing method that is way cheaper than a festal jointer. So it's not comparable, because a festal jointer has lots of other benefits as well, but this thing can get you really far in your journey. So thanks for watching. This was my video. Leave a comment below. If you've got any questions, leave a comment below, and I hope I covered everything, and see you in the next video.